Good evening, family friends. Welcome to Truth Heals 1111 with your girl Chloe, and we are back with another tarot card general reading. This is only to find truth and clarity in regards to your situation. Only take what resonates. What does not apply, allow it to fly. Um, we're just going to tap right into the readings because I just did a live and Facebook, and it's a little bit too much. I was on there for too long, so I'll make this quick and simple. What you need to know. I have the Strength in reverse to the Seven of Wands. What the cards are saying is you may be tired of having to defend yourself. So if that signature resonates with you, then this would be your reading. All right, so you are tired of defending yourself about what? What are you tired of defending yourself about? A betrayal and thinking you had the world in your fingertips. Investing in a situation that left you feeling stuck. Okay, so you may be wanting truth and clarity in regards to you feeling tired of defending yourself after betrayal, and you taking a leap of faith, wanting to see the world in a different light and investing in a situation only to find yourself feeling stuck, stagnant, things not progressing as you may not like. Show me the Strength in reverse to the Seven of Wands. Confirmation. The Three of Pentacles is a commitment. And then Three of Cups is celebrating with multiple people. You could have been exploring your options. You could be in a relationship. There could be a lot of infidelity going on in a relationship to where you could be married but still exploring other options. Are you not happy at home? All right, you are feeling stuck in a situation. You feel like you trapped yourself in a situation and you're watching some sort of betrayal, knowing the truth. You may feel like there's an imbalance in a toxic situation you're in now with this relationship, and you're ready to have a new beginning because everything seems to be falling apart in your life right now. All right, show me the Tower. The Two of Swords. You are seeing things from a different perspective. You are seeing things more clear now. To the Sun in reverse. You could be in the dark. You could be a dark person. You could be a dark worker. The Sun meaning the shadow. You could be in your shadow energy, your shadow self, meaning if you were thinking that this relationship was going to make you happy, but you were in your shadow self, baby, success does not come from a shadow. If you were to even think about a human shadow, right? When the sun is glaring down on you and you do see your shadow, The shadow doesn't get any praises, doesn't get any success. The shadow is just an image of who you actually are walking in the sunlight. So you could be more into your shadow self, um, doing things secretive, doing things hidden, being conspicuous, moving, sneaky, like really sneaky behavior. The sun in reverse is moving in your shadow energy. Being Queen of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. You feel like you are in a cycle with a Queen of Wands in reverse energy, meaning this person lacks direction, this person lacks authority, this person lacks in certain areas in your life. You may even feel like this was not the best partnership that you could have agreed to. Show me the Devil to the Temperance in reverse. The Five of Wands. There is a lot of fighting. Now, I don't know if this is you fighting yourself and your personalities, your mindset, the things that you have going on, or this could you are having a lot of disagreements with people, places, and things around you. Um, the Five of Wands is like not everybody on the same accord, not everybody agreeing to what's currently going on in this situation. You could be telling me that everybody here is expressing their own opinions, and that there is no conflict resolution in regards to you being tired of trying to defend something. The Nine of Swords operates. You're telling me like it has, even though you could have justified this as a new beginning from the choice that you made, you are telling me now that now you are seeing that it was a mistake. You could regret the decisions, the actions, and the behaviors that came from how you were initially brought into the situation. To Judgment, to the Four of Swords. You, and not only just you, but the people that's currently in your energy is all under spiritual judgment, meaning that no one in this situation here was moving at their higher self with authority, with purpose, with building a foundation, with love, with integrity, with honesty, with using your intuition and discernment for the right value of what a real relationship is like. You are even telling me that this is a fake commitment, a fake relationship. And now everybody seems to have their opinion in regards to currently what is going on with you. You want to say so much. And you want to say something, but you don't want to say something. I don't know. What do you want to say, but don't want to say? What do you want to say and don't want to say? That you should have invested with the Queen of Swords? That you should have invested elsewhere with somebody that is standing in authority, that was standing in truthfulness, that is standing with integrity, that is standing with um being honest, being fair, being loyal to the cause. Queen of Swords, Empress energy. But again, we have the Four Swords here under judgment. And the situation was laid to rest. Um, so why be in regret when the choices and the decisions that you made um were actually your truth that you were in at the time that you made the choice. Your truth was that you married because you figured it was a new beginning. Your truth was is that you involved other people because this was who you thought was the people in your life. Um, the Ace of Cups was your new beginning. The Three of Pentacles to the Three of Cups, 33. You could be seeing threes a lot. You could be seeing nines, sixes, fours. You could even be hearing them. Maybe even 222. Um, you just feel like you made the wrong investment and it led you to be trapped in a situation that you are now regretting the choices of your decisions. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. The situation at hand, whereas I've been here, done this, but you had the option of two, and you chose the Queen of Wands to give an offer to. Um, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? The Ace of Swords. An air sign? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Are you an air sign? You rejected the offer. You held back from a divine opportunity. The God gifted you something. The universe heard your prayers and granted you your gift. And yeah, you rejected your gift. God's love. God sent somebody in your life that was going to be good for you, something that was going to bring out the best of you, something that was going to either make you a better man or a better woman. But you chose to reject it because you thought, or you could have been influenced, you could have been conflicted to make a decision. And you chose a Queen of Wands in reverse. This is who you gave your cup to. Okay, so why be in regret now? Can't you just justice? Things are being made fair in the situation. Things are balancing out. And what are we talking about with justice here? What does this justice mean? What does this justice really mean? The Four of Wands. What is the Four of Wands? This is being whole. The Four of Wands does not actually have to mean a house. It could mean your internal, external home. You becoming whole within yourself. What does not break you makes you a better man or a woman. No matter what choices, what decisions, and the consequences that come after that. When it's sent to maybe break you is or destroy you, you cannot allow that from stopping you from uh, going through it, facing that, it was a choice that you made, and the decision's done. What's done is done. You can't take anything back. But what you can do is find wholeness within yourself. In order for you to change the situation, this may mean that, baby, you may have to stand in your power, stand in your truth, and not allow situations like this to ever happen to you again in you know what I'm saying, in anything and everything that you do moving forward. What is the Four of Wands to the Empress? Five of Cups. So you are looking at everything you invested in and you turned your back on the Two of Cups. No, you turned your back on the Two of Cups. The whole time, everything that you ever wanted, everything that you ever needed in your life, you turned your back to it. Now, in this picture, you see this man wearing a black coat. The black coat signifies the shadow self, right? This is not a white coat of purity, love. The black coat represents the shadow version of yourself. You could have had high expectations with low vibrational thinking, meaning this could have been superficial, this could have been aesthetics, this could have been what could come out of it, you were looking at the potential, but you kept giving opportunities everywhere else instead of just looking what was right in front of you. But you turn your back to it. So, again, what's done is done, right? No sense to let it weigh you down, let it harbor you down. What comes forward after this? What do you have to ahead of you? What do you have to look forward to? Death in reverse, Three of Wands, the Chariot in reverse. The Three of Wands meaning that there are no manifestations coming in for you. There's no new opportunity, there's no new beginning, there's no fresh outlook on thinking that fortune in favor is going to come in for you. To the Death in reverse is because you are caught up in a cycle with this commitment in the third party relationships that you are repeating the same action, the same behavior, keeping the same mindset in keeping you stuck in this. To the Chariot, it's almost like the hamster wheel. You repeatedly doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It's the same day, every day, same routine, the same schedule. Sooner or later, you're gonna get tired. You're gonna be exhausted, which we already here at the Strength in Reverse. You're going to get tired of repeating the same lifestyle choices that you are making, and it is going to force you to do something different with your life. Now, if you can make a healthy choice and decision of making some changes of who you are, how you think, the reflection of yourself in the mirror, who you who you represent yourself as a man or a woman, you know, the only person that can change that identity is you. But first you'll have to realize, who are you as a person? Mm. The Ten of Wands. You could be carrying a lot of trauma, a lot of abuse, a lot of addictions on your shoulders, a lot of regrets, a lot of mistakes, a lot of misfortune. I want you to understand that we have good days and bad days, but the bad days don't last forever. It is the conscious decision to make a different choice. You can you can change this at any time just by a healthier choice you make. If you feel like you are stuck in a situation, well, stop making yourself be stuck in that situation. What are you going to do differently? Hmm? Now, I will say this, let your next move be your best move. What are you going to show me your next move will be? The Knight of Pentacles to the Moon. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving person. To the Moon, these are things hidden in secret, things that are not foreseen. The Knight of Pentacles to the Moon. And this could also be, um, you could just be willing to walk away from a situation, um, accepting things as it is, what it is, what, what it is. I don't know. The Knight of Pentacles to the Moon. Page of Wands, yeah. You are accepting the situation for what it is. You could even be feeling depleted, exhausted. You could feel a sense of not feeling whole, not feeling balanced, not feeling like yourself. And the Page of Wands is like something's gotta shake, something you gotta juke and move. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to make some choices for yourself. This is not about anybody else. This is about you right now because you're on my board. The choices that you need to make in regards to you with the Page of Wands, are they healthy or unhealthy choices? With the Knight of Pentacles, meaning you are willing to take an offer somewhere else, but have you healed from this? Mm-mm. The Seven of Swords to the Empress in reverse. And you feel like the person you are connected to is manipulative, is a backstabber, a deceiver, a conniving POS, and you don't want a new beginning with this Empress in reverse. Again, an air sign, King of Swords. That's your truth. You are telling me that the woman you chose is not a reflection of who you are as a person. Now, who you are as a person, you hold that internally within yourself. You don't like to reveal the true you. Why? It's because you deal with an Empress in reverse. You may feel compelled to hold back a lot of things, hold back speech, hold back communication. You hold back authenticity. You hold back honesty. You hold back loyalty. You hold back in a lot of things because it's an Empress in reverse. You can understand that this person is not nurturing, healing to you. You may feel like you're always dealing with chaos and confusion with this Empress in reverse. I'm just saying this, right? And I've been in a situation like this. Um, I had love for a person, but I love that person well enough to not hold the person back if they don't. choose me. Even though I am a blessing in so many people's life, I am not going to force myself or try to prove myself that I'm a blessing in other people's life. The people that take the time to know me and understand me, hear my story, see my personality, see the way that I carry myself, is the decision making of who stays and who goes in regards to my life and in regards to their life, right? um any aspect of that. When I look at people, places, and things, I look at people, places, and things either as an asset or liability. When especially it comes to the vision that I see for my life and the direction that I want it to go. Sometimes, the people that we love, even though we may think that there is a vision because we have love for the person, does not necessarily mean that that vision is true. So we move on with direct communication. We do not hold back our truth. I love you. But if we don't see eye to eye and we don't match up and we met on some sort of accord, it is okay. I love you enough for you to go on and be happy somewhere else. And and then, that's love, right? In this situation, you may have held on to a Queen of Wands out of having love for a person, but you were never in love with the person. Mhm. The Seven of Wands states that you are comfortable with this Queen of Wands Empress in reverse. You are vulnerable. You let down your guards too soon. You leave yourself open to dealing with people, places, and things that come with the Queen of Wands Empress in reverse. So you need to understand, whatever vision that you saw of success, you manifested that for you. Who you chose was your manifestation. That is who you given your love to. That is who you are committed to. That is who you are loyal to. And whatever has you stuck in a situation, this Empress in reverse could be pregnant as well, whether with a child or some sort of ideas, but the ideas don't make sense, so it's a reverse. It's not something that comes with growth, stability, success. The Empress in reverse, if she's not pregnant with child, she's pregnant with ideas. They would be, and I'm not discrediting the Empress in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. It's just some healing and experience and lessons that he or she needs to go through in order to, you know, do some soul searching within themselves to um, fill the hole that makes them them. The death to the world to the Three of Wands. Somehow the ancestors say that you have sealed your fate. The death to the world, meaning that the ending of the cycle is over. The Three of Wands is like, this is what you manifested for yourself. You, sir, ma'am, have honestly communicated to me that you forth willingly knew what you were doing when you did it. And this is the consequences of the choices that you make. For the next time, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you have to make a decision or choice, I would always run it past a higher version of yourself. What would the highest version of yourself do in regards to you? My question is, the Queen of Wands, the Empress in reverse, doesn't love herself. I understand that. Do you love you? You're not satisfied. What are you not satisfied with? Everything that you poured into, you are not satisfied with nothing that you invested in. The Ace of Pentacles. You are not satisfied because you do not get the Ace of Pentacles. You do not get wish fulfillment. Again, you chose. Nobody forced you. Now, if somebody could have manipulated you or deceived you into marrying them, then that would be a problem. I would have that person in court. You know what I mean? I would really yeah, I would have that person in court taking them for everything that they have because you deceived me in this relationship altogether. You conned me out of something that was gifted to me by my prayers, by my manifestation. Can you imagine after so many losses that you had in this lifetime, and then you prayed for something better, and the universe and the divine heard your prayer, heard you cry, felt the hurt and the pain that you emanated out into the universe, and they sent you somebody that was a gift to you, that was your blessing. And you reject it because it's not what it looks like to you. It's not what you want it to look like. It's not what you want it to be. It's not how you want things to go. And this is a whole blessing to you. But because you were thinking small, you rejected it. And you chose what you chose. hmm The Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. You sure did. You rejected your own blessing, the gift of, if you don't believe in God and the divine and universe and ancestors and your spirit guides and earth angels and angels that guide you and follow you, they do. And when you were at your lowest, you manifested for something good to come into your life. What good came into your life was your be all end all, your Queen of Cups to your Ace of Pentacles. Power couple. And again, I even said this, as a high priestess, my intuition kicked in when dealing with the person I was dealing with. And I foreseen things. I don't know. It was new to me. My intuition started to, as soon as we met, boom, things started happening. My intuition kicking in, actions, behavior, things like that. But I was never too nice or too weak. I needed to heal in hopes that maybe one day that I would be whole and this person would eventually meet me at that wholeness level and then we could rediscuss it. You know what I mean? In this case, it never happened like that. And so I don't know where the person went. Could have chose. I don't I don't know. Um, Everybody's story different, but I know this. I'm a good person. I have a lot of skills and abilities. I bring a lot to the table. I'm loyal. I'm disciplined. I'm structured. I'm honest, and definitely I'm divine. When I am people are in my life, they come in for a reason, a season, a lifetime. Not everybody has the mental capacity or emotional capacity to understand the language that I speak, especially when it comes from love. If there you come with from if you come from a lack of love and you're feeling the negative emotions, you're not going to understand the love language because you're stuck in that negative emotions, negative things. You're not going to see the potential of, let me take time to learn what love is, to understand what love means. You would just be comfortable with staying in the emotions and the mental logic that you actually like to be in. Hey, you are who you are. No judgment here. If you were my person, I would love you enough to know that we are not in alignment with each other because I went through a healing phase. I decided to do things uprightly. I took the high road. Now, the person I was engaged with did take a low road, hit below the belt. All is forgiven, but go your way. You know what I mean? It didn't affect nothing with me. Actually, it pushed me to go through my spiritual awakening, go through a healing, go through a transformation, go through ascension, and become my own higher self. Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, no. That would be it. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. The Fool to the Seven of Wands. There will not be a new beginning to betray anybody else over here or with a Queen of Cups energy. The Queen of Cups energy has already seen you for who you are and will believe you for who you are. And who you are is Queen of Cups, we love you, but you have to stay over there. Knight of Swords to the Six of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. You would be hoping that the Queen of Cups would come towards you and be willing to invest in you again with everything that a Queen of Cups has inherited, has earned, has worked for, has achieved. You tell me that you don't want to juggle this situation and that you would like to be able to manifest. Manifest what? Eight of Wands to the Nine of Cups. You would like to manifest healthier communication, and you would also like to invest into things that you can be proud of, things that you can say that you have accomplished, that you are willing to put in the work for to achieve. But in this picture is a man with his arms folded. This man is a very selfish man. So the only reason why you would come back is for selfish gains, only to invest in what you only want and not what the Queen of Cups want or what is good for not only you and the Queen of Cups, for everybody. You are only thinking of yourself. It wouldn't work. It would not. The Wheel of Fortune. It wouldn't work. Why? So the Queen of Cups can invest in you so you can become the King of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. Anything else? You want to become the King of Pentacles Emperor. All right, family, friends, sir, ma'am, thank you for choosing Truth Heals 1111 in Gmail. I will be back with you guys with another reading. I love each and every one of you. See you in the next one.